Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You know the frequency. Yeah, you know the frequency. Come on. You know the frequency. Yeah, you know the frequency.
I've been upgrading my frequency. I've been protecting my energy. I've been upgrading my frequency. No matter what, I protect my energy.
We off the grid.
Yes. We are back. We are back for another week of the Frequency Live on WMB1 Radio. I am your host, B. Cotta.
Double D, Derek Demers.
It's Jasmine.
And we are the Frequency Live on WMB1 Radio.
What's happening?
Yo, we got a lot of tired co-hosts up in here.
I'm waking up now. I'm waking up.
I'm not.
You're not, huh?
No. I could go to bed.
Why are we tired? Why, are we old?
Speak for yourself.
First of all, I'm old. I like.
You're old? You love being grown? That's what you're trying to say?
No, I want everybody else to pay my bills, but I like.
Oh, you're looking for a sugar daddy?
No, I just don't understand. I didn't contractually sign up to be born, so I don't think I should have to pay these bills because I didn't ask to be here.
All right, you gotta explain that one.
My parents chose to have me against my will. Now I gotta grow up and fend for myself.
Yes,
That's crazy.
yes, you do.
No,
That's how the evolution of life works.
No, I didn't ask to be here, so I shouldn't have to take care of myself. Nope, don't want to do it.
That is a riddle though. That's a good riddle. Like I got no answer for that. You didn't ask to be here.
I did not. They forced me to be here, and now I got to deal with the consequences of their actions. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, we do.
What can we say?
You don't have a choice.
Yeah, now you have no choice.
Apparently.
You don't look at it as God has blessed you with life. See?
My parents had me out of wedlock. They weren't married yet. So.
It's getting real bad.
They got married after.
Oh, man. But shout out to everyone that's listening on the WMB1 radio app, or they logged on to WMB1.com. And if y'all listen on Facebook Live, keep it locked, or go log on to WMB1.com, or download the WMB1 radio app where you can listen to the conversations and the music that we play. We have a great show for you all. There's a lot of things that we're going to talk about. What a couple of things you have for the news?
The two things I have for the news, it's on my Facebook. I kept seeing these posts about Massachusetts being the most expensive state to live in.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to discuss that, and also Biden $95 billion bill to help the world.
Sure, to help the world.
Help the world. Heal the world.
Yeah.
Make it
What
a
about
better
heal
place.
America?
Heal the world.
What about America? Just America.
We might have to play that Michael Jackson song.
Right. Yeah,
Heal the world. Make it a better place. That's what we're doing.
That's what Biden wants to do.
Yeah, they want to do. Yeah.
That's what Joe Biden wants
Did you
to do.
know that they had the White House Correspondents' Dinner this
Yeah, last Friday night or Saturday night.
Saturday night?
Yeah.
Good for them.
Yeah.
I don't know how to take that. I watched a little bit of it. I don't know how to take that. I don't know if it was just like the entitled people of America dinner type thing.
Yeah.
I mean, hey,
We're gonna laugh at everybody because this is paid with taxpayers' money.
Yeah,
And
it was
you need
kind of
an
awkward to me.
you need an ID to get in there.
An ID? What do you mean?
Like you need an identification to
You
get
can't
in.
just walk in there.
I swear to God. I swear to God.
Is that an immigration joke?
No,
So, yeah, that was kind of awkward, but to each his own. I guess it's something they do every year. And anybody knows what a White House Correspondents, look, she's just dropping stuff. White House Correspondents' Dinner is basically all the news media outlets get together and they have a dinner, and
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what the purpose for it is.
There is no purpose. They're just laughing at us like we funded this whole entire crazy dinner with your money.
As we split you guys apart for us to
Yes,
make more
exactly.
money. Maybe that's what it
We didn't
is.
use our money. We used your money.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
To have lobster.
But we have a lot of good topics that's gonna be on the docket today, as well of the news with Double D. Something like, for an example, we're going to talk about the protesting that's going on across all college campuses throughout the United States when, protesting against the Israel and Palestine war war that's going on.
Yeah.
We also gonna, there's a bill passed to eliminate clear checking in the Cali airports. What is that all about? Here's a good question that I might be a good discussion. Should you, when you're getting together with your partner and you're planning to get married, should you first plan for the wedding or the marriage first? Well, no, don't say nothing. All right. Tennessee passed the bill for teachers to carry a gun in schools.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
Okay, we can discuss that. I think I know where Jay Glock, her side is that, but I don't know. I could be wrong. And should a U.S. president have full immunity for every decision he or she makes during the tenure in office? We're gonna get into that, and I think it's a lot of fun topics.
A lot of good topics.
A lot of good topics. But again, we're gonna, what we do every week, we take music breaks to get start our frequencies, to create our frequency. And I want everyone to download the I'll ask everyone to download the WMB1 radio app or log
Not
on
asking, do it.
Okay, I like that mentality. Or log on to WMB1.com so you can listen to music that we play and the conversations all together. Because we're trying to let people know, want people to download the app and to log on, because we're gonna start streaming on the app where you can listen and listen and listen to the music and the conversations at the same time without Facebook having this copyright infringement on us where you don't hear nothing while you're watching on Facebook. So things are coming up on
Okay.
WMB1. The radio station and the website will be streaming different shows and things of that nature. So we're coming up, a lot of things coming up. And any information you want about other shows, including ours, you can find that on WMB1.com. So we're gonna take a music break, and we'll be right back with the news with Double D. And I know I want to start playing. I want to start playing more Kizomba music because we have a big Cape Verdean community in New Bedford, and I want to start playing that. So here's another Nelson Freitas. I played Nelson Freitas last week. I like this song Hero from Nelson Freitas. We'll be back after this. Y'all listen to Frequency Live on WMB1 Radio. Yes, we are back. We are back. We are back. Y'all listen to the Frequency Live on WMB1 Radio. Uh we don't have our program director here, so I'm doing a lot right now.
Yes,
So I just
doing awesome.
just let me just be patient with me. Just be patient with
I
me.
don't like being patient.
You don't like being patient.
No.
Well, we'll have a conversation after we get the next music break. So let's get into the news. Double D.
Yo, yo.
Okay, what we got here?
So both my topics have to do with money. They're kind of both related.
All right.
I'm going to start with Massachusetts was ranked first in the most expensive states to live. And so a family of four, 2 people working have to make 300,000 to live comfortably. So let me tell you when they say comfortably, monthly income needed to cover 50-30-20 budget. 50% for necessities like housing and utilities, 30% discretionary spending, 20% to savings and investments. So, I mean, that's their term, whatever. I don't know many people that's putting 20% away at this point, but clearly Massachusetts is super expensive to live.
So 50% of what? Say that again?
50% of your income would go towards housing and utilities, like necessities.
Necessities like gas, electric,
Yeah.
rent.
Utilities, yeah. Rent, mortgage.
You are tired too today.
No, I just want to make sure I'm clear.
Yeah,
That, so this is not like necessities as far as food and things of that nature,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I mean, food.
Everything
yeah.
that's necessity wise is nothing.
Necessity. And that 30% is discretionary spending.
Yeah.
That could be,
Sports.
Your kids going to sports, going
Okay.
out to dinner, like extra
He's
stuff.
making fun of us for being tired. He's over here with
Nah, I'm just want to make sure I'm listening clearly. That's it.
So
it.
that's what they say. That's what they say is the guidelines, whatever.
Yeah.
Either way, Mass ranked number 1, super expensive to live here. I think we all know this.
Mm-hmm.
Hawaii
That's
was
why I'm leaving.
Yeah. Hey, I don't blame you. Hawaii was number 2, and number 50 was Mississippi.
Mississippi.
Yeah. The least expensive. You only need 177,000.
Oh, the least expensive
Least
Mississippi.
expensive.
Oh, okay. I thought you said the most expensive.
No, number 50.
Okay,
Number
all right. Yeah, because there's nothing in Mississippi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say what they got going on in Mississippi.
See? Yeah, like I read it and I saw somewhere where a lot of people are moving out of Massachusetts for that particular reason, the cost of living.
Yeah.
Probably the reason why you're seeing a lot of people move, like Texas or Florida, especially in states where there is no state tax.
Yo.
You know, you can keep some of your money.
Keep some of it. You keep a lot of it.
But then you wonder, like maybe because we live in Massachusetts, we grew up in Massachusetts, how these states function. Where are they getting their money from to function?
Or maybe they just don't steal from their people and they use it for the things they say.
But I mean,
maybe
a lot of these states at the top of the list.
Yeah,
they have like big cities, California, New York. So when you have to,
but like
your taxes have to go to a lot of that.
Texas has some of the biggest cities.
I don't know where Texas ranked. There was
but I'm saying like Texas has like 5 of the biggest cities, and like they're huge.
Yeah,
Dallas, Houston, San Antonio, Austin. Like you have like big heavy hitters, and with some of the wealthiest people being in Dallas, like the most wealthy, like most.
But it's also a bigger state.
It is, but what I'm saying though is like think about that. Such a big state with a lot of wealthy people in it is still not as expensive as Massachusetts.
But be honest with you,
not in here.
But here's the thing: we gotta get a full context of things. He goes, this state makes, I think it's probably the top 2 of earnings. If you, I don't know if you could Google it real quick.
I can try to Google
like the top. I think it's California and Massachusetts and New York are the top 3 states that has the highest.
Yeah, so
they have to keep up with what we pay out.
Yeah, so is the difference?
Yeah,
like per capita per state,
we're earning more.
We're earning more, but we're paying more. Yeah, you're paying less, but you're earning more in Texas.
It depends on what you do for a job.
Yeah.
If you're just doing average stuff, like working at the grocery store, probably not
Yeah.
making.
I mean,
a lot.
at the end of the day, like look, when I was growing up, I like my parents, or I heard like adults say like Taxachusetts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think we've always been known to
Yeah.
pay high taxes.
Massachusetts is a
like,
money grab.
Yeah.
It's a money grab.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
But it's worse. Like it's worse.
yeah,
like, this is bad.
it is. I'm not trying to defend it whatsoever.
Like, it's so
I'm just
bad.
trying
So,
to understand why.
look, when I read this, like I'm saying to myself, how are people doing it? Like we've had this conversation a little bit before, but it's like, how are people doing it? So, there are so many single people. Rent is so high.
We
Food
cry
is so
at
high.
night, and we pray to God that we gonna make it to the next.
Right.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think people are not doing it. You just show me a picture that people are literally sleeping in the Boston airport.
Yes.
And you think those are people that probably have layovers or the flight got delayed. There's literally homeless people sleeping in the airport because they don't.
That's smart.
It is smart. Like
That's
I was telling
smart.
them, yeah, it is smart.
Because like the people change all the time. It's open 24/7. They really can't kick you
That's
out.
what I was saying. You can walk. Anyone
And
could
there's
walk in there.
food
Yeah.
and bathrooms.
Yeah. It is smart, but it's sad also
No, it
because
is
when
sad,
you
but
drive
it's
through
smart.
Boston, what are they building a lot of? They're building a lot of apartments. And it's like Boston got room.
Who can afford to live there?
Yeah. It's and it ain't got a lot of room. So where are these people supposed to go? And you're making it not able for people to afford to live in these cities. And like I don't know, is creating, I don't know if the right word is epidemic or
So the last time I think we spoke about this, like money wise, we were talking about like the homelessness problem. And you're right, a lot of people that are homeless still work. They just like lost their housing, stuff like that. But like, I do feel like the way that people, how expensive everything now is, like, I feel people can't even get ahead.
No one's kids are going to be able to afford to live
Yeah.
in the state they grew up in. That's just what it is. Like,
Yeah.
there's no amount of jobs that can keep up with this pace of raising taxes.
Right.
Like my taxes, I own 2 buildings. My taxes have gone up. They're like $5,000 and $4,000. Then my insurance is $5,200 on one property, 30-something hundred on the other. Like,
So
it's so expensive.
yeah, so you bring up a good point because everyone bitches about their rent.
Oh, I cannot stand it.
Yeah, but listen, I'm going to help you out here for a second because when the city goes up on taxes, the landlord's going to put it onto the tenant.
Of course, it's a
right?
business.
Right, it's a business.
I'm
So
not
it's
here
like,
for charity.
I get it. So it's like, the cities are not helping you out neither
No.
when they're raising their rates on taxes and what have you.
This is why I constantly say our capitalist system is our detriment, because at the end of the day, it's going to fall on the people that really don't have the money to afford it. The people that have the money are not going to take the loss. And I understand the capitalist system, you could do it, but it's to a point where y'all end up going to tax the people that really don't have the money. You're like, all right, I got to take a loss. No, I'm going to raise the rent. I'll take a loss, but it's going to fall on the people that don't have the money. And it's going to get to the point, who does the money? Who do they raise the rent, or who do they do it to? So they end up homeless. That's why I feel like at some point, and I know some of us don't agree with this, there's got to be a cap. There's got to be a cap of how much you make or how much this is that, because it's getting to a point where our capitalist system, which built our country, is our detriment. And that's just one example. Like, I get it. Y'all working in the system. You're not really breaking no laws, no rules. You're doing what you got to do. I get it. But then when you see that picture of people, literally, we talked about homeless, where people got a full-time job and can't even afford a place to live. And they got a full-time job. You have the people that you're not, and then you're like, I'm not gonna pay people more to live, but those same people that are not going to pay people more to live are the ones that are raising rent. You see what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. I there's got to be some type of order here. So, and it goes to the government too, where it's like,
yeah. So
you're spending all this money,
right? So well, my next topic, we can get into that.
Yeah.
But when you're spending all that money, where's the money going? Because
out of the country.
they're raising the water rates, they're raising the taxes.
Oh, you're talking about
That's just got to goes down to the person living there. It just does.
Mm-hmm.
Don't start talking.
Don't start talking about capitalism. Then let's not. This is what we do here on the show. We talk about stuff. Talk about. I mean, if you mean in a sarcastic way, where you have an opinion, if you have an opinion, express it. We'll put it up there.
Or call in. Feel free.
Yeah. Well,
What's
I'm not
the
taking
next
calls
subject?
just yet.
Oh, okay.
What's the next one?
All right. So my next Topic is Biden passed a foreign aid bill for $95 billion.
Foreign aid. That's so funny because we have people here that need help.
Yeah. So, I mean, listen, I
I hate him.
so out of 95, this is a bill that was signed on Tuesday. Out of the 95 billion, 61 billion's going to Ukraine, 26 billion's going to Israel,
Why?
and 8 billion's going to Indo-Pacific, which I think is Taiwan.
Why don't we mind our damn business and worry about
Yeah.
here?
I mean,
Though I don't see those countries sending us no damn money.
no one sends us money.
Exactly.
So I'm like torn a little bit because I understand, like, we don't want Ukraine to lose the battle with Russia. I get it. I get it. It strengthens the world, strengthens us. I kind of get that. But at the same time,
but maybe people would hate us less.
we have homeless people.
And everything.
People can't afford to eat. Like, what are we doing?
I totally agree. We got to find a balance. We are the world's police. Like it or not, that's who we are. We are the world's police.
We shouldn't have to be.
We shouldn't have to be, but we have to be because we are one of the superpowers. So we don't want Russia to take over Ukraine because you're not going to stop there. They want the Soviet Union all over again, and they want it. And you think that if we leave them alone, they're going to leave us alone? No way. Because eventually, if they get too big, they're coming for us.
So I completely agree with you. I guess my point is, when does it end? Because we're going to be given.
That's the question.
We've already given
all the answers.
We've already given billions of dollars. It's never going to end.
It keeps going. It's been going when our great grandparents were alive. Like they just.
But that's what I'm saying. It's to a point where we're maybe just stopping the process of. Do we stop giving money and just allow them to take over these countries? And I don't know.
I mean, I don't have that.
That's
answer.
why it's hard to be a leader in this country.
Yeah, but you don't think it pisses you off that like they give out 95, whatever, how many billions of dollars, but they don't invest that much over here?
Oh, it pisses me off that they're spending so much money on illegal immigrations, but then you won't give reparations to black people and what you did to them in the past. I totally agree. That's a conversation too. But the fact that we're such a superpower and we financially we have the money, that's our responsibility.
Well,
we need to do a better job to balancing it.
Do we have the money? Like
there's so much money out there.
We just keep printing
money. We print money.
But think about it. You like go to like this in a very small scale. Go to Miami. Go to the clubs and ask how much they're spending just in VIP alone.
I know there's
no,
money.
but that's the thing though. We're not talking about that. We're talking about like the value.
No,
behind
but
there's no value behind our money.
Hear me out. What I'm saying is that there's people spending hundreds of thousands of dollars weekly, right, just to be in a roped off place with a couch. It's telling you how much money's out there. It's telling you how much money most people have. That they have
most
money.
People?
A lot of people. Like
there's ever been.
Yes.
And they're made daily.
Yes. So there's money out there. That money, you don't need that much money. There's people that have so much money that you would not be able to spend it in multiple generational lifetimes. So there's no excuse for this country to have the money problems that they that people should have. You know what I'm saying? And again, it's gonna go back to capitalism. That these people are making too much money and leaving people on the street stepping over them. It's not right. I just feel it's not right. When it comes to like y'all, like you owning a house and you raising the rent, y'all more on the low end. When you're going to Boston and you're paying $5,000 for I don't know, it's like $3,000, $3,500 for a 2-bedroom. That's ridiculous. That's capitalism at its
Dorchester.
Yes, that's capitalism at its worst. There's got to be a cap. So it doesn't rent's high here, but when you go in those cities.
But just like here though, those cities raise their taxes and their insurance because the crime goes up. And it's like, what do you like?
Is it I don't think it's crime because it's always crime. I think it's mismanaged of funds.
No.
For an example,
insurance companies literally make you pay. Like, so if you live, like, I'll explain. So when I was living in Connecticut, right, my car insurance was double what it would be if I lived 5 streets over.
Yes.
So same thing with your house. If you live in areas that have high crime compared to the rest of the city, you pay more. because the likelihood of your house being burnt down or being burglarized, something is exponentially more than someone who lives in this neighborhood. So like, think about it. The landlords are just being counted against. Like every time you turn around, it's a new expense. And it's like, this is a business. This isn't, I'm supposed to profit off this. I didn't buy this building so you can live in it comfortably.
But that's, again, capitalism, because insurance companies are business too.
I know.
So they're going to make their money. They're not going to lose their money. They're putting it on you.
But put in a cap, though, on people who have to charge the rent.
No. I'm talking about cap across capitalism itself. Like, and that's what I'm saying. I get why y'all raising your rent. I totally understand that, because somebody above you is giving you is raising the price on you. So yeah, I totally get it. There's gotta be a certain cap.
I feel like, as far as like the landlord goes, you should be able to whatever, because you're getting charged more, so you raise rents, whatever. But like, when you want to talk like capitalism, like Walmart, for instance, or Home Depot, like when they don't give someone enough hours, because then they keep them part-time, because if not, they got to give them health insurance. Yet those CEOs make millions on bonuses at the end of the year. Like, that, to me, that's the bullshit that I don't like. So I understand capital. I like capital. People should be able to do what they want. However, that pisses me off, because pay those workers a couple more dollars an hour, maybe they can afford their rent.
They won't, because they got to spend $4,000 on their VIP section every week, because they have this dispensable money.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
You see what I'm saying?
That does
Can I give
aggravate
an example, though, of a company that is like the best? Like, and I don't know how true it is, but like it's true in a sense. I don't know like the story, if the story behind it's true, but Arizona Tea.
Yeah.
It's their cans of iced tea have never not been 99 cents.
Yeah, I think I read that. Yeah.
The tin cost double in the last 18 months. So they make a little less money on each can that they sell.
Yeah.
But they never raise the price.
They made to raise the price.
They never raise the price because they don't believe
do you feel
in corporate greed.
So they're
worth $4 billion together.
They're running their business. They're running their business in a moral compass where we as Americans, we lost that. We're so greedy, and we as human beings, trust me and myself, I'm standing on a soapbox right now. But if I was a millionaire, I would want 2 million. And if I got 2 million, I want 3 million. I would want that.
There's nothing wrong with that, as long as I feel like as long as you give back.
But here's the thing. Most people don't. They want to keep all the money for themselves. So you got to put a cap. So just for us to calm our flaws as human beings, I just feel that, because if you depend on a human being to make the right decision when it comes to their money, sometimes they don't make the right decision when it comes to lust. You got a naked girl in front of you. You know you shouldn't do it, but you're going to do it because you're human. You know what I'm saying? So you need something to keep you away from it. It's true, yo. It's because we are flawed human beings. So let's not put us humans to put ourselves in that position for our flaws to come out. That's why there's such thing as 7 deadly sins, because these are the things that will make us do things immorally.
I think that's a character trait, because I've been put in a lot of situations where I could have made wrong choices and I didn't.
But see, that y'all in the minority, because I guarantee when you go to these most successful business, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
They don't. To be a multi-billionaire, you have to have some asshole in you.
Yeah, I think they walk a fine line and just keep
you have to have some. I don't give a
profits.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because if you give a fuck, you're gonna lose some money.
Yeah.
And that's how I could be wrong, but I just feel like I don't believe in socialism. I really don't, but a little bit just to keep us.
Yeah, so I don't believe in socialism, but the bottom line with this topic to me is all this money that we've given to foreign nations. I get it, but I feel like we need to do way more at home. People that can't.
I agree.
Homeless people, like, you know what?
Veterans. I think that's the number one where it should start. Veterans.
Yeah.
People who really are homeless because we gave to this country and came back fucked up.
Yeah.
Here's a person. He goes, blaming it on our president. I'm like, I hear where you come from, bro, but it's not, our president is not a king. of control everything. We have branches of government that controls a lot of these things. And a president only do so much in our capitalist system. A president can't tell Elon Musk, you only can make this amount of money. It doesn't work like that. You're paying attention to the wrong thing, in my opinion. You got to understand this is what makes our country so great, because things got to pass through branches of government for it to pass.
Well, I mean, I do agree with David. David, good comment. I
You
agree.
think a president has that much power
Yes.
to influence
A
what?
lot of
They
times,
can
yeah.
veto stuff.
Yeah, a lot of times, yeah.
They can veto.
But as far as people greeting and making money, we're at the point where we have all this homeless thing. No.
Actually, according to Biden, he wants to now. Oh God, thank you. I'm selling my properties now.
Mhm.
He's trying to raise capital gains tax to 44%.
Can you
Oh.
imagine?
Time out. Wait, let's think about this. Why do you think? Because we as human beings, what I just said, we're not morally running things. We are raising prices. We are raising prices for us to make more money, more
That has
money.
nothing to do with.
Yeah, what
Has
do you-
everything
no.
to do with it.
No,
They
no, it
want
doesn't.
more of your money. The government wants
No,
they
more of
don't.
your
Yes,
money.
they do. That's what capital gain. Do you know what capital gains are?
No, I know what capital gains are, but they want more of your money because literally,
This has nothing to do with you. Like my property doubled in value, not because of anything I did. That's just the name
The
of
market.
the game. So I'm now punished for that.
No, time out. But all right, so what dictate for y'all value of the house to go up?
Other houses selling for more money in my
Supply and
area.
demand.
The capitalists again. It's
But
going.
Supply and
I
demand.
shouldn't have to. I should not
So-
be penalized for my property doing what it's supposed to do.
If the market tanked, the government
This is
wouldn't be
what-
giving you money.
No, if the market tanked, this is why this is flawed and this is wrong. Because if the market tanks and I sell my property, they still want 4.
All right, so let's go back to the last housing market. What happened? The reason why the housing market met, because humans got greedy, the banks got greedy, everybody got greedy, and it blew up because now people can't afford it.
Yeah, they were giving out loans when
we're
people
talking
couldn't
Because they
afford
were
it.
getting greedy. They wanted to make more money. It all falls down to that. It's a
But
domino
why does
effect.
the little people like me or you have to pay 40? No, think about what you're saying. Do you understand that if I sell my properties right now and had to pay 44% to taxes, I would literally lose almost everything I just built? How's that fair? How's that fair?
And you think the government's doing it to you?
Yes, he's the one who wants this to pass.
You're not. Like y'all looking at it. Y'all stopping with you. It doesn't. It didn't start with you.
It doesn't matter.
It
does. Affects us. The little
all right.
people.
So to understand how to fix the ending, you got to know.
I don't want to fix nothing. I just don't think it should happen.
But the ending is if the tax goes through. So the ending is, I don't like the capital gains tax. So how did this got to a point where they're raising tax?
They gave out a bunch of money and now they got to make it.
They want to get money.
Again, you're not again, it has to do with human greed. It's like but
they can have greed too. The government can have greed too. They're human.
All right, so
they have greed.
So they're taxing you. Where's this money going?
To
Ukraine?
Huh?
Ukraine?
You think that's going to Ukraine? Or is
I'm
it
joking,
going to
but
services?
who knows?
Because
what services? What services?
Exactly. It comes again. I think that the money management, even in the city. For an example, we had a big. I might end it with this. It goes. We had a big controversy with Mass State Troopers, where they were saying I was doing a detail for 8 hours when you're only doing it for 2. So y'all stealing money. This was going on for years.
Yeah, but we're not.
Time out. So here you go. So now you're paying. You got Match Hate Troopers making $350,000 by tax dollars. So that's only one small thing that's handling that. So now they got to compensate for that money. So how are they going to do it? Raise taxes.
Yeah, but this is federal taxes, not state taxes.
I understand what you're saying.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I understand.
I understand what you're saying. This is what I'm saying is that. Is like we need to manage our money, manages our service, so we don't have to depend too much on tax dollars. But we as human beings are not morally making the right decision. These state troopers made an immoral decision to steal from us. It wasn't from the city. It wasn't from the state. It was from us. Because at the end of the day, our taxes went up to pay that salary over years and years and years. That's only one thing. That's not the cause of the whole.
Yeah, no,
I'm just giving you an example.
Yeah.
So there's deeper rooted stuff that we don't see as how our money's being managed. even with the city of Boston, how we think goes, there's something going on how they're running that city. That is literally where the taxes going up, rents going up, everything. You got to get your tolls are going up, and it just
It's called gentrification. You make it so unaffordable for the poor people that they leave, and now you have nothing but rich people. Go to certain towns. They have no poor people. Like the poorest people there are what we consider rich here in New Bedford. Like go to certain towns, like outside of Boston, Dedham, Needham, Newton.
Yeah, rich.
There is no homeless people hanging out in the middle of
because
their
those are the people who have money where they live. It's
but
to
that's
a point.
What they're doing though.
But
They're
again,
just
you're going to have homeless people where there's more buildings, where there's more services. You're not going to go into these places where it's just houses.
But what I'm saying is that's what they're doing here. They're gentrifying. They're gentrifying Boston, which is kicking those people to Brockton and New Bedford, and then the people in Brockton that can't afford that no more coming to New Bedford and all the other towns. It's called gentrification. It's been happening for years. They do it all the time.
I think
not right.
I think a lot of big corporations are moving into Boston, especially the tech corporations.
That's part of gentrification.
The medical corp, and that's it. I don't have a solution because I don't know what. I don't think that the problem is just black and white. There's a more context to all this stuff, and it has to do with not necessarily just our president. It could deal with our local leaders, our state leaders, our senators, our congressmen. I think the way they are managing the money, there's something going on.
Yeah, they could do better.
Saying? It's not just the president. The president is one man. We have branches of government that they're fucking up, and we're not paying attention to it. Start paying attention to one man. You got to pay attention to your city councilmen. You got to pay attention to your mayors, to your governors, your senators. What decision they're making has nothing to do with the president. But we want to
put the majority of citizens are stupid though. They keep voting people into play.
Yeah, they're paying too much on the president.
No, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about even down to the city council level. They keep voting.
It's the same person.
Keep voting
same person.
And look at our streets. They look horrible.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Nothing changes if nothing changes.
Yeah. He doesn't fix anything.
That's all I got, B.
All right. Let's get out of that. That's what I'm talking about. Hold on.
I can't wait to get those other topics tonight.
Yeah,
that's what I'm looking forward to.
All right, we're going to take a music break, and then we're going to come back. We're in the know in the rabbit hole with Jay Glar, Jasmine. And you know something? I gotta play this song. It's a perfect segue.
Here we go.
It's perfect segue. You don't know. This song is from New Edition. Can you stand the rain? Because we got to stand the rain. Because a brighter day is coming. You're listening to the Frequency Live on WMB1 Radio. We'll be right back. Log on to WMB1.com or download the WMB1 Radio app to listen to the music and listen to the conversations all together. We'll be right back after this. You're listening to the Frequency Live.
That was like Mad Abrupt. Live.
Yes, we are back. We are back. Hold on, let me get my.
I don't know what
Y'all listen to the Frequency Live on WMB1 Radio. This is the Frequency Live where you get the right frequency of your life. Hold on.
That sounds like we're selling something people don't want. Don't do that.
So, hold on.
Get the frequency of your life.
Yo, we're about to get in the know with Jasmine. Yeah, Jake Glock in the know. What up?
All right, and on a much brighter note, WNB1 Radio is going to be sponsoring the Mother's Day 5K race. So Mother's Day, it's the 14th annual one. It's a 5K. Get your running shoes on. Come on out and go support people as well. If you don't like to run, I don't like to run on pavement, so I ain't running.
Where's that?
Actually, I don't have the location
Cisco's.
here.
It's at Cisco's.
Starts
He
at
knows
Cisco?
more than me.
Yeah.
Oh, that should be a good time, huh?
Yeah.
Starts at Cisco's?
Yeah.
I thought it started somewhere else.
It either starts or ends there.
It says, yeah, I think it starts and ends at Cisco.
Oh.
Did it end somewhere different last year?
I don't know.
Well, that's what Derek told me I should do in the know for today. So
Yeah, because you know the radio
it.
station, we
Yeah.
sponsor this
I know,
for the Women's
been
Fund.
there for like 2
My
months.
friend Carmen, president, so we're supporting her.
Yes.
And we should get some
I
runners
didn't
out there.
meet Carmen, did I?
WMB1 Radio
Did she
is
come
sponsoring
Yeah.
the Mother's Day.
She was
wasn't here.
a guest,
Okay.
a guest host when you were here. Not here.
Sorry, Carmen. I didn't get to meet you, but hello.
Hey.
So the other things going on, end of the month party by the Battleship Harley Davidson over here in North Dartmouth on 799 State Road. 3 to 6 is gonna be music, food, and raffles.
End of the month, what? What is that
Party.
all about?
I don't know. They're just having a party.
Yeah?
Yeah, at the Harley Davidson store.
Oh, I might go.
I like bikes.
Yeah.
I like to be a poser. I'm gonna act like I know what I'm talking about, and I don't. So, what you got over there? Notifications?
No, my
Every time during my segment, this man disrespects me.
Nah, my phone was like listening to me. He didn't even mind his business. That's what it is. You need to chill out, phone.
Anyways, then there's Popular Music Circle, which I think this is cool. I don't know if you can just go and listen, but it's on 34 Center Street in Fairhaven, Mass. It's 6 to 9 p.m. Join the jam session, acoustic instruments only, so you can bring your instrument and play with a group of people.
Really?
Yep. And it's by the Shepherd Center for the Performing Arts in Fairhaven. So I thought that was pretty cool. I didn't even know they had something like that. And I don't know. I'm a weirdo. I'd probably go sit there and just listen to a bunch of people that I don't know play music.
Yeah.
Because they're all playing. They're not focused on you. So
Yeah.
that's the best idea ever. And then there's spring markets, which I think is like really cool because it's put on by Farm Fresh Rhode Island. It's at 4 Sims Ave, Providence, Rhode Island. It's going to be Sunday, May 5th, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's 80 plus vendors, and it's gonna be on May 5th, and then they're gonna take a break, and then it's gonna start back up in June. So I think you can get like anything from like you know, like the people that come with like honey and stuff like that. It's like going to be 80 plus vendors. It didn't get too specific on it. I never seen that before, but apparently it's something that they do. So I thought that was cool.
Cool.
Maybe you guys can go check it out.
Yeah.
Meet some hot moms there or something. Be a stepdad. We already have kids, so it'd be a breeze for you.
Yeah. I passed that test.
And then there's some events coming up. Derby Day. It's by Crunch Fitness. I thought this was cool because at first I thought they were like having like a derby day, but no, it's from 5 to 8 p.m. It's 450 Williams South Canning Boulevard, Fall River. It's fun and fitness activities. So for anybody who just is like trying to get out there and do something, it didn't say about a fee. So I don't know if they're just trying to promote the business and get more people in the door. But I'm all for like, if you don't have a gym membership and you're thinking about joining somewhere, why not go when it's free? So you can go try it out. I know a lot of people from New Bedford actually do go to Fall River for whatever reason to go to the gym. weirdest thing ever. We have like 17 gyms.
Yeah.
But all right.
This is the crunch that's in that plaza where Market Basket is. I think that's where it's located.
In Fall River?
Yeah, I think there's a crunch, right?
It might be that one.
Yeah, it might be that one. That's the only crunch.
I haven't been to Fall River in a while. I just thought it was cool because it said fun and fitness activities. It's like a thing they're doing.
Mhm.
So then so this one I thought was really cool. I know we don't have a lot of farmers here, but for anybody on the outskirts, like in Dartmouth and stuff, where it's a right to farm community, it's free info session for technical and financial assistance for your farm or your forest. So like if some people you can get like, if you meet the right criteria, you can get your property labeled as like a reserve, like preserved for animals. So you have to have like water, shelters. There's like a whole criteria. But if you provide the basic necessities, you can get it like protected. But it's by Northern Rhode Island Conservation District. It's 184 Howard Hill Road, Forest, Rhode Island, 6 p.m. They help with grants and like for programs. So like if you're trying to get money to do like your farm or to preserve what you're trying to preserve, they help you get the money to do that. So I thought that was cool because I don't think it's just for Rhode Island people. It looked, because they labeled some of the grants. Again, I don't know much about this, but it looked like it was federal grants.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the funding deadlines are like May 17th or whatever. So anybody who has a farm and they're trying to get some extra funds, this might be something you want to check out. It's free info sesh. So yeah, that's it for In the Know.
I want to add something in the know. I just got a text from our owner of
Hello.
WMB1 Radio, Big Mag. Some information on our new app and how we are going to work with all the shows that's going to be available on WMB1 Radio. Starting tomorrow, will be available only on the web on our website. So I'm assuming that you're right. There is no Facebook Live. We're going to be streaming from our website, WMB1.com. I'm sure you're going to see it on our social media promoting that. So you don't have to, you can listen to the music and our conversations. So you don't have to like
All in one place.
All in one place. We'll be rolling the new app on both platforms, on Android and Apple. So if you did download the app, you're gonna have to re-download the new app that they will be launching tomorrow. So within the week, download the new app. Yeah, so I'm assuming that you can even listen and watch on the new app also. So everything is going to be there. So there's a lot of things coming with WMB1 as far as the radio station and the website. There's going to be a lot of streaming shows like ours and our music shows. And so just keep it locked. Again, I'm going to keep on pushing this throughout our show, throughout social media and every show, so people can download the app. So like and share, let people know.
You don't have a choice. You got to do it.
Yeah, you have to do it. You have to do it. So
have to.
Again, if you have the old app, starting tomorrow or within this week, download the new app, WMB1 Radio. Or if you want any more information, log on to WMB1.com and be on the lookout for that. So we're gonna get into
awesome.
There's a lot going on at WMB1.
Loving it.
A lot of the WMB1. So we're gonna get into hold on. Let me see. We're gonna get into the rabbit hole with Jasmine. This is the rabbit hole, not with Jake Locke, with Jasmine.
Wow, I'm so bipolar.
You got two personalities.
Right. Neither one of them are nice. All right, so today's topic: toxic relationship.
Oh shoot, this could be interesting. Let's do
this. Hey,
this.
This is right up your alley.
What do you mean, man?
Because you're no. I didn't
get offense to that.
I didn't mean it like that.
Wait, turn on the comments because if somebody has a good one, I want to see.
Okay, yeah.
Because so listen, this is something I saw on my actual timeline from somebody I'm friends with on Facebook.
Oh,
okay.
Okay. So I hope to God they happen to be, I swear if they're listening, this will be funny. Because they're like proud of this story. And I was like, all right, so I'm going to break it down for you guys. So there's a guy.
Yeah.
He's talking to this girl.
Yeah.
the girl and him have a plan to meet up and go to this festival, whatever, right? She stops answering. She doesn't want to answer him.
She's ghosting him.
Yeah, she's ghosting him.
Okay.
Which I feel like is a clear message.
Yeah.
Leave me alone for the day,
Yeah.
maybe. Or just leave me alone.
Yeah.
Well, said individual gets in his car and goes to her house.
Wow.
So this is the first part. No, this has layers.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay? Crazy got layers.
Okay.
So he goes to her house, sees her leaving. Her, like, got in the car and is leaving. So his first thought is, I'm going to follow her. So now he's following her, calling her, and she's like, stop following me. I don't want to see you today. Like, leave me alone. And he's like, nah, you got to talk to, like she owes him some explanation, right? Yeah. So he proceeds to keep following. He's like chasing her through the city. And at this point, she pulls into a gas station. And as soon as he pulls in, 2 cars pin him. His car can't go anywhere.
So she called friends?
She called her brother and cousins.
Yeah.
Now they hop up out the car and the brother's like, who the, like, what, right? And now his friend's like the more calm guy. And he's like, bro, like, what's going on? Because, like, this boy, like, he wants to kill you.
Yeah.
She clearly don't want to talk to you. Like, leave her alone, right? He's like, no, I just want to again, layers of crazy. Like, I just want an explanation. I think she gave you one, bro. Yeah. She didn't answer you in the first place.
Yeah.
So he's like, and he's like trying to call his friend. Nobody's answering. He could have got killed. He could have got his ass whooped. He's thinking he's going to get his ass whooped, right? He's like talking about this. And then he's like, all right, whatever. Like, he obviously ain't sticking around because these guys are going to fuck him up if he does. Mm-hmm. So he goes home, whatever. The next day or that night, something like this, she shows up at 3 a.m. outside his house.
Wow.
Calls him. And she's like, I'm outside. And he's like, no, fuck that, right? Hangs up. But now she just calls back. And he's like, no. Then he comes outside with a gun because he thinks it's another setup. And she's like, oh, just put that. Like, she's playing with her life at this point. She's like, just put it away. Just guess what happened next.
They had sex.
Yep. He left this girl in his house and had sex with her. And fell asleep with her.
That toxic sex is good, though.
But, like, what the hell? The whole story's crazy.
Is that someone you know? Is that
so I don't know if I've met him because I worked out in Rhode Island. So I could have met this individual. I somehow we're friends on Facebook. But he, like, posted this story from 2 years ago. Like, he was proud of it.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
you're too much information, too much personal information on social
I was
media.
like, wait a minute. So you thought, and he's like dead serious thinking she's the problem. He put at the caption on top of the old post, like, yo, Latinas are, like, something about being crazy and women did. I'm like,
oh, it was a Latina girl?
Yeah, but here's the thing though.
It's hot and cold with them, yo.
But how is she the crazy one? You went to her house and chased her.
Well, they're both crazy.
Hold on.
Crazy.
Hold on. The reason why that he got in his car and went after her is probably from experience in the past because she came back and they hooked up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so he
said they'd never had problems before. Like, she just this day decided she didn't want to talk to him anymore. Like, and it sounded
I don't know, man.
It sounded like a sneaky link because, like, he made it sound like they were, like, dating but on the low.
Yeah.
So, like, that's fucking crazy. You're not even claiming this individual and you're chasing them through this.
Well, maybe the perception is what.
Bro, I would have had.
She's not claiming her, but he's claiming, like.
Let me tell you something. You chased me through the city. Good luck.
There is no excuse or reasoning to chase through the city. But
and she's crazy too because he came outside with a gun and you're still trying to sleep with him. Like, what the hell is your problem? What is wrong with these two people?
I think there got something going on here because it's probably this is.
But if that person is like that, then why are you with them? That's crazy.
Because I think people love that. People love that, like, craziness. Right.
Yeah, I don't have time for that. That's that sounds like I want to go to bed already. Thinking about that situation, I just want to go to sleep. I'm already tired.
Listen, no one better knock on my door at 3:00 because I'm out cold. No. I'm out cold.
No, even if I'm out cold, don't knock on my door if I don't know you're coming. Don't do that shit.
Yeah.
No, but she didn't even knock. She called him. She's outside, and she was like, "I'll beep all night long if you don't answer the door."
They both like that shit.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
They're made for each other.
No, so they don't talk anymore or anything. But like to me, it's like the fact that she didn't answer you and you proceeded to go to her house and chase her. Like you initiated the crazy.
Yeah.
You initiated.
I think they both initiate the crazy within them too.
Apparently this was not of the norm.
Yeah, I don't know.
So that's why I'm saying like he initiated the crazy. Like, bro, she stopped hitting you up. Like
that's a sign right there.
Okay, I'll do you one better. Maybe all right, you go by the house just to see if there's a guy there. But the minute you saw her getting in her car and she was by herself and you start following her, now you're fucking stalking her. That's weird.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Are you desperate?
All right, so we're paying a lot of attention on the guy. Now let's go on the girl too. Now, why you went to all this trouble of trying to flee him, where she is chasing you, what he should not be doing, to a point where you're calling up your family members to literally check him, and then later on that night y'all going there. Like, why are you doing that? So that I'm gonna go back to you not answering his phone call. Did you did it on purpose to play games with him?
Yeah. Because if I'm the brother, I'm like, don't waste my time. Like I'm running to the gas station to protect you.
Yeah.
And then you're going.
So the next time you do it, I'm not gonna
brother. You think she told her brother she went back there? No,
I'm just saying.
Somebody, a guy friend or something.
She ain't telling a guy friend that.
I don't know, man.
She's telling a crazy girlfriend, but not a guy friend.
I might got to put some more onus on the girl.
Nah, don't initiate the crazy and then be mad when she matches your fucking crazy.
But I think she initiated.
How? She just
by not
him.
answering.
What do you mean? I don't listen. If we're not married,
how you not gonna answer my phone call all day,
married,
run away from me, and then later on the day come and go to my house uninvited?
Because you're crazy, and now I know
they're both
we're
crazy.
Be crazy.
Listen, they're
together.
both crazy. They're both crazy.
Now we're gonna be crazy together. Like, okay, I see where you're at. Now I'm gonna match it.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it's right, but she's matching his energy.
I think that something happened beforehand where you knew the type of girl you're dealing with.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, there's a backstory that we don't know.
To this. It didn't start just right.
Listen, all I know is I would never chase nobody. That's crazy. Like you are trying to get away from me. Get away. Flee. Do your thing, boo boo. Go find better.
I chased before, but it was my girl.
Yeah, I mean,
it was my girl.
That's different.
That's
somebody.
I think we all kind of.
Yeah, we all been there. Like I got a front.
Trying to fight for it, but
that's what
this wasn't like a no. Like the brother didn't hop out like, yo, man, like you all been dating for a long time. Like no, he was gonna whoop your ass. Like he didn't like you.
Yeah, you put me in that predicament. I'm like, something,
bro. I don't care how many times you.
That's one thing I won't do. If you're not my girl, I'm not fighting no one for you.
Yeah, that's
I don't.
I completely.
It got a little beat my girl, my girl. That's the only way I'm fighting for a girl.
Yeah.
Like another dude for
Yeah, you shouldn't have to fight.
Shouldn't even have to fight because the fact that if you're a girl, you put me in that position.
Yeah,
you're definitely not good for me. Because you should respect me enough not to put me.
You shouldn't have to convince someone to be with you.
Though, I think and we'll end it here. I think the only person that's ever fought for me was not my boyfriend. It was a good friend of mine. He did not like the way a man was talking to me. Asked the guy politely, stop talking to me like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy did not. And then said what he was saying to my face again. And my friend broke his jaw.
Oh, shoot.
Clean cold.
Wow.
Out on the floor. But I was like, this is the only person that loves me. Because none of you other ever have done nothing like that. I mean, broke this dude's jaw for me. I was like, I'm forever in love with you.
Oh, my God. He got something?
Huh?
Yeah, he did. He get it?
No.
Move on.
I didn't know what you were talking. Did you see me? I was like, what? What happened?
I'm joking.
No, but come on. Somebody does that for you. Like you feel.
Yeah, that's
like,
awesome. I mean,
feel good about this. You're
wet.
Like,
it's just wet.
No.
I get it.
No. What the fuck is wrong with you men?
Family show.
It's not a family
show. What's
show.
wrong with you men? No, it just makes you like.
No, I'm joking.
If a female friend did that for me, I'd feel the same way. I fucking love you forever. Like you just stood up for me when everybody else was just like,
no Diddy.
Fine.
No Diddy.
No, what? I'm so. I'm not 12. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, we're gonna take another music break. I'm gonna come back with a whole bunch of topics for the next hour. Thanks, Jasmine, for In the Know and the Rabbit Hole. Appreciate you. That was a good one. That was a good one. But it's a good segue to this next song. This is Jagged as Respect. Again, Go to to our WMB1 radio app and listen to the music in the conversations, or WMB1.com. But don't forget, we are launching a new app where we'll be streaming live on the website and on the app. So the app that you may see today may not be the app tomorrow. So download the new app tomorrow. But download this app for now, so you can finish listening to our show, or just continue watching on Facebook Live, or listen on the app or on the website. So we're gonna play a little bit of Jagged Edge. What Jasmine wants is respect, or you're getting your jaw broke. We'll be right back. Y'all listen to the Frequency Live on WMB1 Radio. Yes, yes, we are. We are back. We are back. We are back. Y'all listen to the Frequency Live on WMB1 Radio. I'm your host, B. Cotta, and I'm with who?
Double D.
And Jasmine.
Yeah, and we are the Frequency Live on WMB1 Radio. So let's get into these topics.
Let's go.
Let's start off with protests on college campus across the U.S., which they are protesting about the Israel and Hamas. I don't want to say Palestine because I don't think it's against Palestine.
Yes.
I could be I could get educated on that, but I believe it's towards Hamas. And people are on college campuses protesting, and it's becoming an issue for college campuses across the U.S. What do we think about that?
Worry about your own country.
I mean, I think it's scary for one, the kids there, and it's so difficult. Like when I have people on my Facebook that are like Palestine people, Israel people, and like they're good. They're all good people, and they. It's like I try to figure out who's right, who's wrong. Is it someplace in the middle? It's crazy, and it's spilling onto all our campuses.
I want to piggyback on what Jasmine just said. I kind of agree.
You don't see them protesting nothing to do with this country.
That's what I'm saying. Like you're protesting and making people in this country's lives difficult.
For another country.
Yeah, I think that you have the freedom to do so, and I respect that. But do it in a peaceful manner. Don't disrupt what's going on our college campuses.
I completely agree.
But I do want you to be able to have a voice. It's not like you're going in those countries and protesting. So you're not that tough.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You're tough because you're protected by our Constitution. So do you have that same energy
No, they ain't gonna go
for our country? The country that is giving you the right to do what you're doing. Protest. Peacefully protest. Don't disrupt college campuses to get their education.
No one should be intimidated. No one should be bullied. No one should be fearing for themselves.
No, nobody was worried about who they were going to class with until they started having opinions about a country that doesn't do anything for them.
Well, I mean, I disagree a little bit because a lot of these people those countries is like their heritage. They were, their family was from there.
I'm talking about like you were going to class with these people for 2 years, maybe.
Right, and you didn't know.
You didn't give a damn about that they were Palestinian or Israeli. You were, hey, how you doing? I'm going to get coffee today. Like you didn't give a damn, and then all of a sudden this war starts breaking out, and now all of a sudden you got pick lines, you got pick sides. Like, why don't you guys come together? And why don't you guys show that it doesn't have to look like that in every country? Why not that? Why not that? Why can't you guys be in solitude together right now? Like let's join and be like, we can be peaceful over here though. And we're not going to let that affect
it. Basically, if you're looking at it, it shows why those countries are all fucked up. Excuse my language. Because how you're acting in this country, but you're protected. Like, and it's almost disrespect when it comes to, like, I think about, again, what my great uncle went through as far as protesting. He protested in front of the school committee and did it sleeping, like, and it did it silently and did it respectfully until things turned. He didn't create like disruption.
These are privileged kids,
and it got to a point where even though my uncle was protesting against the school committee with school department, they still had mutual respect for each other, even though they had disagreement on things. So, and that's how you create a change. Now these kids here today, they're so disrespectful, so entitled.
It's just something for them to do.
And you're not going to create change like this. Yeah. You're not going to do it. You're actually fueling for them to keep on doing what you're doing.
Right.
Because this type of action and mindset is the reason why we can say that people outside looking in is why those countries are going through what they're going through.
Yeah,
because you don't know how to work with each other.
Yeah.
Did you see one of the kids? He was like, I definitely know a couple of people that got their nose broke. I'm like,
So, do you guys hear about Columbia University? So there's been 100 people arrested there. Robert Kraft stopped giving. He graduated there in 1963. He said, "Yo, I ain't giving any more money because you guys, because of like the fighting and the position that they're taking on it." So they lost a donor there, but whatever. But all across the country, this is happening.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like,
and it has
why don't y'all
nothing.
rally together about what's happening.
What's going on here? Why don't you protest about everybody have sufficient health care?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But it's like y'all
Or
moving
stop
in an
raising the
entitlement.
taxes on the poor people.
Yeah, exactly. Things of that nature. Like about higher education. Education is expensive. Why is it so expensive?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I do think though, there's people are getting like bombed. It's a little. I mean, it is a little different. I agree that we need to worry
Yeah,
about
but
our own
the
country
point
and
is,
stuff,
though,
but
like,
hospitals are getting bombed, schools.
and I
Yeah.
get that. No, I get, like, I'm not trying
Innocent
to be
people.
not compassionate, but like at the same time, like, we protesting here. When does that ever change what happens in the Middle East?
Yeah.
Never, because they don't give a rat's ass what
They
we
don't
think.
care.
We're not. We are the last thought. They have their agenda. They're gonna do what they gotta do because one side feels this way. Just like when we go to war with people, we feel one way.
Right.
They feel one way. That's how war works. They don't give a rat's ass that American kids, half of them entitled brats, like, we're pro this, we're pro that. We're gonna fight the cops on campus and get expelled out of our freaking college because we are throwing our lives away. If you really care that much, go over there and go protest over there.
Yeah.
They won't.
Go sit outside of the government centers in Palestine and in Israel and go protest over there. If you are that passionate about it, stop spending money on your venti lattes, buy a ticket, and go over there and do something. No, because guess what? Your college resume is going to look really good with that too. They're going to be like, wow, this kid's trying to be a world changer. They're not looking at you like that when you are throwing hands with the cops because of a country that doesn't know your name nor care what you think. Like, you're an idiot. You're throwing your life away. Like, go make.
And again, what I'm saying is, I'm not saying don't protest, but protest in a peaceful way.
Yeah, or that too.
Yeah.
Protest in a peaceful way.
Like,
You feel
because
some type of
I don't
way?
want to take people's rights away, but there's a way to do it, and that's why I referenced to
Oh, no, I'm
my
not saying
uncle.
take the rights away.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
not.
no.
Yeah, no. I'm
But,
just saying, like
protest in a
something.
way where it's peaceful.
Yeah, peaceful.
And have your figure some you think freedom of speech is.
Yeah, that's
Like-
true.
like-
Half
and
of them
people
don't even
need
know what they're protesting.
goes people need to understand y'all free to say whatever you want, but you're not free from the accountability of what you say.
Right.
Mhm.
And you're not free from the accountability of what you do. You can do whatever you want, but there's accountability that comes to that.
Yeah.
Just because you're fighting for a certain cause doesn't free you from the accountability of what you are doing. And people need to teach what free speech actually is. If you go in other countries, you don't have free speech because as soon as you just be killed thinking about it.
Yeah, well, can I say one last thing, because I think this plays a huge role too. People are mad about this whole war, right? But I don't see one college campus protesting about the conditions. And I cannot remember the exact African country, but it is a country that has been in war with itself for like the last 30 years. Kids are outnumbering on the streets because parents are just being murdered. It's in Africa. I don't see not a damn soul protesting that they're literally being killed for the very things that make our phones work. The lithium and stuff like that. Like, these kids live in squalor. Their parents have been being hacked to pieces by people who are like, you're not working hard enough. Cut your arm off. Cut this off. Behead that one because he's not working hard enough. Oh, also, that kid needs to lose a foot because he stole bread from us. I don't see nobody. And that's 30 years, not a recent war. Where is the uproar about these little African kids? I'm sorry, but in protesting in America, colorism is huge. We care more about people that have lighter skin shades than we do, than Africans do. It's sad, but I think that's BS. That these kids in I think it's the Congo. the Congo Republic or something like that, that they're being murdered. Children. We're talking about children. For 30 years, kids have been being killed over here. And you're not worried. You're not protesting a damn thing, but let Israel attack a country. I mean, if everybody's, I'm not on anybody's side, but if you look at Israel, Israel's surrounded by people that want to kill them all the time.
Yeah.
So at what point do you just bring out the big guns? Because I know if somebody
Iran attacked them with drones, right?
Yeah. Yes. All I'm saying is, if somebody broke into your house, my house, and murdered my family, I'm not resting. I don't know how y'all feel, but I'm coming for you. And I'm going to take everything you got, including your loved ones, like you did mine. Because guess what? I didn't do nothing to you, bro. I didn't do nothing. Why'd you come over here and stop? That's human nature. I'm not saying they're right, but I'm saying, like, you can't keep poking people.
But that's what I'm saying.
I think it's fucking horrible. All these kids.
Yeah, we as humans.
Every kid doesn't deserve this.
Yeah,
every kid.
We as humans, we are very flawed. And no matter where you're from, the United States or Israel or Palestine or Iran, we are flawed. And where you go about handling things, I don't think that should be an option. Killing shouldn't be an option. That's like, we humans are fucked up people. And there's levels to
animalistic, ain't it though? At the best of it, like, it's going back to going back to the most primitive stuff.
Yeah, people have been doing this forever.
No, animals do it, right? Yeah. When a lion takes over a pride, what does it do? It kills the babies and then impregnates the girls right away. I mean, when we dislike somebody, we become animalistic. I mean, it happens in high schools. Just go sit at a high school for a week. It is literally the animal kingdom with a little bit of rules. They devour kids. I mean, there's kids who kill kids in high school. Like, it's animalistic. When you have that anger in you, you become an animal all over again. Like, you just become your most primitive self.
Yeah, these wars have been going on forever, though.
Yeah, they've been fighting over this forever.
You gotta I don't understand the why. I don't understand. Like, again, I'm a kind of person, I can't create a solution if I understand how it started.
Yeah, it goes back like years.
Yeah. So how
the Holy Wars.
Yes.
And
it's a bunch of people fighting over land that was barren. Before Israel got there, that land was barren.
But it's all that. But again, why are we resorting to killing?
Because it's biblical. That's why you gotta read the Bible. It is. This is all from the Bible. It's biblical.
Okay. I mean, if that's what it is, and then
that's literally what they're fighting about.
Then what is the solution?
Who's the chosen?
I don't want any innocent lives lost.
If it's biblical, then maybe that's a problem. You gotta eliminate the Bible. I don't know.
No, you can't. See, that's the problem. If you believe in God, you can't. I mean, if you can't,
see what I'm saying?
You can't
have both ways.
But you're not listening though. What? If I believe in God, right? I believe in what His word is. What His word is. So if everybody else believed it or whatever, but if I believe it fact, okay. So we're gonna go based off like as if it was fact. If that's fact, there's nothing we can do to stop it. It's going to play out the way it's going to play out because that is ordained.
But you're like in the if.
I'm not if. So, I know what I know.
No, you believe what you believe.
I know what I know. I that's what faith is. Fact. I know it's fact. That's what faith is.
That's what you believe.
That's what
faith is. What you believe in. It's not fact. Faith is not fact. Faith is what you believe in. I'm not knocking that. You believe in that, and you have every right to believe in that. But somebody could have different faith in something else. They could believe in something else, and you could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? But they could say the same thing. Should it result to death because you have different faith, different beliefs?
No, I'm not saying that. It should.
But you're saying it's biblical. That's why they're killing it.
I mean, I'm just read the Bible and you'll understand.
I get it.
Why they've been warring for.
But
years.
I don't. But if it's biblical and the Bible says kill the other person who doesn't have the same faith as me.
No, they don't say no. That's not. That's not the point. No, that's why again you got to read the Bible.
All right.
You just got
next topic.
Okay, let's get into it. That's a good topic we could bring back. Let's talk about a bill passed to eliminate ClearCheck in Cali airports.
What is ClearCheck?
ClearCheck is basically, when you go to the TSA, the security check. So they have Clear because a Clear where y'all automatically like already did the. How
it's like a kiosk, like a separate kiosk, kind of like TSA where you can like pre-board,
skip the line. You have to be in that
skip to the line,
security line.
So like if you're like a TSA, you pay like. I think it's $78 for a year or something.
It's like $189 for a year.
Oh,
Clears now. Yeah.
Oh, Clear is $1, but TSA is a little less than that.
A little less than that. Yeah.
So it's the same thing. You pay a price to like you know.
I didn't know it was called Clear Check. I just thought.
Neither did I. I had to Google it because
Yeah, Clear.
I thought it was called something else.
No,
TSA or something like that.
That's what a Clear is going to help you skip that TSA line.
Why would they want that?
it's like another.
Asking
It's another.
somebody to get in with something that they shouldn't have.
What do you mean? No, but you go through all the pre-checks.
Yes,
all the
but
background check. You know?
But
It's
what
just
I'm saying
it's just a faster line. That's all.
No, I know, but like you still have to get scanned and stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But you don't have to wait in line.
That doesn't make any sense. There's still a line because there's a bunch of people who have.
No. You bypass that whole line.
That's you're paying $189.
But there's no other people that also have Clear
because
Check?
not everybody has it because it costs $189 a year. So if you're a frequent flyer, you have Clear, you skip all that line. You're not, you have some people that may travel twice a year and they're in this long ass line, and you pay Clear for $189 a year, and you get to skip it. The reason why they're passing this bill, which I don't know, I don't understand. What
are the comments, by the way?
There is none right now. There's I think it was the governor in California was saying that because the different people that don't have money can pay for this service versus other people that don't have the money that have to wait in line, and he wants to make it more fair. So you're wasting our tax dollars on this when you don't got people to have. We just talked about the housing crisis. The people don't have sufficient health care, can't pay for education. People going hungry, and you're worrying about Clear Check.
Are you talking about like from the governor's point of view?
From the governor's point of view, like why is this? You're trying to pass a bill for this
because he's all about like equality. He's all about everyone's like equal or whatever. I'm like the opposite in this instance, as far as like, if you can afford it, why not?
Yeah, I agree.
If you can afford to skip the line and pre-check or whatever, do it.
All right,
it's like first class airline tickets. Yeah. So I can't afford first class. I sit in the back. Okay, if you can afford it, knock yourself out.
So eliminate first class. So everybody,
right? That's what I'm saying. That's might be the next thing.
I agree with that.
That might be the
there's
next
more important things that we can address.
Yes.
as a government. You could pass this bill. We can't pass these other bills to make everything more equal for everyone.
That's a Democratic Governor Newsom right there.
I don't. It wasn't Newsom though.
Well, he's the governor of California.
Yeah, but it wasn't who put the bill on the table.
Thinking back to what we were just talking about, I just want everybody to be clear. I don't want innocent people dying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When I said biblical, I meant just go back to understand why they're fighting.
Right.
Like, I don't think innocent people belong. I just thought about that. I was like, I probably sounded like I was like, yeah, fuck them, kill them all.
Yeah, no.
You know what I was saying? You need context.
Yeah.
The Bible.
Yeah. All right. This is gonna be a good one. I think we'll spend a little bit of time with this.
Oh, don't get me started.
Should you plan for the wedding or marriage first?
I'm gonna shut up because women.
Why are you gonna shut up about this one? We need a woman's perspective.
Women gonna be mad at me.
No.
Are you asking me?
Yeah, you've been married.
I've been married and I'm divorced.
So you have more experience, as far as this. I have an opinion, but let's go with the person that has that most experience.
So should they plan for the wedding or marriage?
The marriage first. So y'all like
you should plan for the marriage first before you plan for the wedding, because the marriage could be forever, right?
So why do you say that? What does that look like?
I think that looks like, and you know what? Part of me is talking like in hindsight, like, because I'm divorced. I was married for almost 10 years, but you talk about finances, talking about what the future holds. Kids, jobs, location, like everything, family. All those little things. Like, do all those come out in conversation before you get married? And I don't think it does a lot of times. You're over there smiling. What do you got?
Go ahead, girl. Yo, you're an opinionated person. Now you're gonna be quiet.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on this?
My opinion is, women, we don't get to choose when we get married. So what you need to do is stop looking for a husband, because a man who finds a wife finds a good thing. And being a wife does not come with marriage. Being a wife is having qualifications that a man sees and says, I want to marry that person because she embodies what a wife is. And that's not sex. That's not chores. That's how you carry yourself. That's how you present yourself to the world. That's how you carry yourself in a room full of men. That's how you completely change a room when you walk in. So the fact that we're even talking about marriage is crazy to me, because like, marriage is an act. It's not like, what are we planning? What women today want 50,000 to 100,000.
I got to push back on that.
What?
So understand, like, because we're looking at the standpoint of, all right, we are together. I want to be with this person the rest of my life, and I'm asking you to marry me, right? So now we're engaged. Do we focus on planning on the wedding, or do we focus on planning on the marriage?
Your wedding,
like life together.
Superficial. The marriage is superficial. Marriage is.
So what does that look like? So now let's say you got engaged. Now planning for the marriage, which that was your answer. What does planning for a marriage look like? What are we paying attention to? What's our focus?
I'm gonna tell you, because I failed at several relationships, and I know exactly why I failed.
Okay.
I know exactly why, because I've let my boundaries go every single time.
Okay.
I've been okay with things that I know is not right.
Okay.
Okay. So we're not getting to the marriage part until in the very from now on, when I go on a date, be prepared to be grilled. No, I'm being serious, because
don't scare these dudes away though.
No, that's the point. That's the point.
Why is that the point?
Because here's the thing.
Because you want to waste time.
Okay.
Yeah, a man who is actually looking to be married will not be scared. A man who has a goal of dating for marriage is going to appreciate that I'm asking, what was your home life like as a kid?
Is this a first date?
It could be.
Okay.
What I think.
Okay,
I think.
I just want to.
Yeah, I think if the conversation goes there, the vibes there, right?
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I'm not asking you these things if I'm already like, this ain't ever fucking happening.
Yeah.
But like, if I think that you're an intelligent human being and can have this conversation, I'm asking you, what was your home life like? Like I'm not asking you everything on the first date, but I'm gonna start asking you things, right? And the things important to ask is, what was your home life like? What trauma does this person have? I'm not getting to the fiance part and now asking these questions, because that could be 2 years in.
Right.
That's fucking crazy. Now I'm finding out your home life was a fucking wreck. Your finances are fucked up. Like, no, what do you do for work? Oh, really? That's nice. Okay. How do you like that? How long have you been doing that? What's your goals around that? I'm asking you questions because I want to hear where you're at. And if I don't hear that you're self-sufficient, that you're not on top of yourself, that you basically have no goals in life, like, bro, like, what are we doing here? We're not getting to a fiance. We're not. That's fucking crazy, because we have nothing. Trust me, I have done this. Like, and I know why it's failed. It's not because of that person. It's because of me. Like, I was okay with less. I didn't stick to what I know is right and what I should do for myself. So I always go, and I'm not saying that that person's not worthy of what I'm saying is that they were less for me. They were less for me. And not like, again, I'm not putting anybody down. I'm not saying like, oh, that guy's a bum. No, I compromise my beliefs and my things because you made me feel nice. You did nice things for me once in a while or whatever. Like, if you're gonna go for marriage, you should know this stuff about the person. I'm sorry, within like the first 5 months.
Yeah, I was gonna say 6 months.
Like fuck the half a year. First 5 months, if I don't know what your childhood was like, if I don't know why'd you break up with your last girlfriend? Like, how did that end? Why did it end that way? If I don't know these basics about how you and the reason why you ask these questions is because then as you watch them over the next few months, you're gonna see people can't fake it forever.
Yeah, you're just trying to learn that person.
Yeah, I'm not wasting my time on you.
And I'll respond to this question myself. I completely agree. You plan for the marriage first. And what that looks like with me is what, some of the stuff that you have saying. You got to understand, and correct me if I'm wrong, Derek, because you've been married. When you get married, right? Marriage, when you get married, you are combined as one. You're looked at as one. So you got to look at it as you're going into business with each other. Okay? Because when you sign that marriage certificate, it's a contract. That's what it is. It's a contract that binds you together. So if you have debt, we have debt. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, when you get married, you're one.
Yeah, y'all one.
Yeah.
And people not really understanding this. So if I didn't know that you had a $60,000 loan until we get married, now you just brought in debt that I didn't know I was marrying into.
Right. That's why, to her point, my point, everything should come out in your
yes
early on.
You got to understand how do you want to raise your kids?
Mhm.
Y'all very spiritual. Y'all in your faith. Do we align that way?
Right.
And the only pushback that I put on you when it comes to having these conversations on the first date is meaning like, when someone asks me, do you want to get married? I don't like answering that particular question because I don't know you.
No,
So
so
I
you're
want to,
taking it too personal. That person,
but we're having a personal conversation.
I know, but they're not asking, do you want to get married to me? They're saying, are you dating for marriage or are you dating to have fun? And
Yeah,
then
do you have a
marriage
purpose?
comes?
I think that you got to word it, are you dating with intention?
Intention, purpose.
Don't put that marriage, because that scares a lot of people
No,
off.
that's weak people. Sorry, no offense.
How is it weak?
Because if at our age, what are we dating for? Because I can be.
I don't know.
Listen, I can be.
What
single.
are we dating for?
Listen,
I don't know you.
But
I'm dating with intention.
no, I'm dating with the purpose
I'm
that
dating with
one of
intention.
these is going to lead to marriage.
All right, so I'm not gonna say, because a lot of women will ask that question and then they'll put it with, now they create expectations.
No, they're idiots because they're immature.
But that's what I'm saying. So you gotta word it in a way where
your answer has to be worded in a certain way.
Yeah, I'm dating with intentions. I don't know you. If you want to ask me, are we dating the possibility to get married later on?
Yeah.
Okay, but at first, I think, are you dating with intentions, or we're just here to have fun? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and that's what you're trying to find out at first when you're on the first date. It was like, all right, it goes, is this just fun for you, or am I just a placeholder because you just broke up with someone a couple of weeks ago? Because that has happened too. But to stay on this topic, like, a lot of people need to plan for the marriage. Like, where's your ambitions are? Again, how would you want to live? Do you believe in? Is there roles? Is no roles? Do you believe, like, are we both gonna work? Do you want someone who's a housewife or not? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, listen,
like, these are the uncomfortable.
That needs to come out
soon, but it doesn't. To me, it doesn't be the first date.
No, it doesn't have to be the first.
I mean,
no, I don't think
you can see if there's a good vibe. You can kind of hang out, have some fun,
over time. Like,
yes.
Right now, I'm just.
I mean,
yes, because we can have this conversation. I'll be like, nah, I'm all good.
Yeah. That would.
I'm not gonna answer these personal questions when I know I'm not gonna see you again.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but I'm
see if there's a vibe. See if there's a vibe. If you start going out 2-3 times, let's not have these conversations.
Yeah, and really have this conversation.
Yes.
It goes, first I want to see if I can even have a relationship with you.
Right.
Even I want to see, because I can like you and then we have sex and I'm turned off by you.
Oh, no, there's no sex.
What do you mean?
There's no sex till marriage.
I gotta push back on
Nah, I'm trying to go to heaven. I ain't going to hell for nobody.
I gotta push back.
I done learned my lesson. I'm not going to hell for nobody.
You gotta see this.
Music break.
You got a lot of boundaries, yo.
What do you mean? I believe in the Bible. The Bible says don't have sex out of marriage. And I think
that is a good topic for
it. If your penis can't stay in the pants, that's fucking crazy. All these people out here with HIV, have fun. Have fun.
We're gonna move on. We're gonna bring that. We're gonna bring that's a good question. That's a good topic. Of do you believe in? No, I'm not asking. No. We gotta wait. No, we gotta wait. Let's get into it. Tennessee passed. This is a good one that you want to talk about. Tennessee passed a bill for teachers to carry a gun in schools. What do we think about that, people?
I need more context because, like, are these teachers saying? Do we know they're saying?
No, the government in the state of Tennessee passed a bill. It's not in law yet, but passed a bill stating that.
What does the bill stipulate?
It stipulates the teachers got to have to go through
40 hours of gun class.
Okay.
Mental evaluation.
Okay.
So I'm all for this.
Yeah.
I'm all for this.
Especially the mental evaluation piece. If they can pass, I mean, again.
What's the difference from, someone being a law-abiding citizen with a license to carry, but it's a teacher and they carry in school?
Yeah.
It's there. I mean, it could be protecting our kids.
Twice about going in there.
Protecting our kids. Yeah. I don't understand what the conversation is,
I don't know about this one, man. I get the premise.
Can I add one more thing before you? So under this law, if a teacher's carrying, no other teacher's gonna know, or the students don't know.
Yeah.
Like the parents aren't gonna be like, does my kid's teacher carry a gun?
Knows.
No one knows. The only person that knows is like
the person that's carrying.
The person that's carrying, the police, they issue the thing or whatever, and I think the principal. That's it. So no one's gonna know.
That's great.
He's got a license to carry, concealed. could be protecting our kids. He's sane. He's got experience with a gun. What?
And 40 hours is more than you do here in Massachusetts to
Yeah.
carry a gun. So
Yeah. I think it's a great thing, actually.
yeah,
Um,
I think it's great. I think they should have to do.
I'm
training
torn.
every year.
I'm torn because it's even like
What you afraid he's gonna take out his gun and shoot a
no,
little
like because
girl?
I don't honestly, like, again, I keep on telling everyone, we as human beings are flawed. We are flawed, and it just takes that one person to just have a mental breakdown or just believe in something where now you're letting
Yeah,
the
but if you're
weapon
doing
come
a
into the
mental
school.
evaluation, they look at your history.
Yeah, but not
to see if
everything's
you have history.
100%.
So I agree with you.
Like not everything's like ironclad. That
Yeah,
you
but
could,
what I'm saying is like you go into public every day. You don't know who's carrying,
true.
Yeah.
and your kids
and-
are out there.
yeah.
Oh, our kids are out there.
And that's the hold on. That goes. That's the difference where like I'm trying to find a balance. I get it. Like we're in the community, and that there and there's communities that you don't know who's carrying. I get it, but then we're going into schools, and is more close vicinity of these kids, and we have we have heard incidents where kids have brought in their guns from their homes and their parents and brought it into school.
Yeah, but those are
You know,
kids.
but that's what I'm saying. Now you have these guns actually around more kids.
Yeah, but I think
But they're on a teacher.
Yeah, I think it's more geared towards like the school shootings that we have, where a teacher could be protecting these kids. Like, to me, that's what it comes down to.
You got teachers running away from the kids to protect themselves because they're like,
And
I
if
get
it,
shot
yeah,
for these.
they're not making it mandatory. Hey, teacher, you need to
don't
carry a
have
gun.
to.
This is someone that is comfortable with guns, probably has a license to carry, keeps their gun at home because they have to. Now they have an opportunity to wear it on them.
I mean, think
And-
about it. Most gun violence isn't licensed to carry people.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
I ever hear on it. Like you don't hear about. It's usually the person who got it, or I will say this, or it's in a state that doesn't have licensure and it's a mentally ill person or something like that. But like, how many law-abiding citizens just go, today I'm gonna go shoot some mother effers today. That's what I'm about to do.
I'm trying to figure out if Chris Pereira is in favor of it or not in favor of it.
He's in favor of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He said we need teachers in New Bedford to carry. I
Yeah.
think so too.
So the only thing I don't like about the law, because I was reading it today.
Yeah.
If part of the law is, like I said, no other teachers will know, but you can't bring your gun into like a gymnasium or a school functions, whatever.
Yeah.
And and I'm kind of like, I get it, but the other thing is like if you have a teacher that's carrying like throughout the day, and he wants to go to the basketball game at night, like he can't go, or he's got to. You know what I'm saying?
That's stupid because what's the difference between the
Right. That's what I'm saying.
and the whole entire school being filled with kids?
Yeah.
The gymnasium has less collateral damage than a whole school.
Yeah.
Like, what do we?
That's why I didn't really care. I didn't really care for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what it is? They're thinking like, oh well, they're in one confined space, so it's. But like, they're in a classroom.
Yeah.
And I can go classroom to classroom and easily shoot them down too. Like, I think, they're trying to do something that's good. I personally am not against it as long as there's mental health checks, that because there's people who walk around with guns all day, every day, and they're not
and no one knows.
people.
And no one knows. You're right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's always the criminals that mess it up.
Yes.
I just feel like we as teachers already have a tough job as it is.
Exactly.
But they're not making it mandatory.
But think about it. You already have a tough job, right? These kids are in your care. You're supposed to protect them, but I have nothing to protect them.
No, but teachers that's not their responsibility to protect the kids.
You're a mandated reporter.
And we're putting the
that's a
responsibility.
protector.
I don't.
No, you're a mandated reporter. That's a protector.
I understand
You
that.
chose to work with kids. So all right. So you're telling me I choose to work with kids, and a kid's about to get shot, and I'm supposed to be like, Mom.
Oh yeah. No, I'm not saying don't protect them, but at the same time,
But you're working with kids.
we should not ask the teachers to protect them. We need to. There's got to
So then
be
put armed
more.
forces in there. Get veterans.
I believe. I believe there should be people consistently, like officers, that should be roaming the halls on a consistent basis in these schools.
I agree. I'd be for that.
I just don't believe teachers should be carrying. They should be focusing on.
They are focused.
Focus on teaching.
I
don't know.
Yeah.
It's not.
I literally go everywhere with my gun, and I'm never unfocused.
I get it. I get it.
I got it sometimes.
I'm just not comfortable with it. I understand the
So
premise.
you're okay with a random police officer who got hired by the department who probably
someone who that's their main job and that they're trained. That's what
they're not trained that well. I hate to tell you, they're not trained.
Well, then
that well.
then that's where we need to put.
You
the
know,
money
other
in.
countries literally train their police and stuff for like a year to 2 years before they're allowed to go out and shoot
all right, then maybe that's what we need to focus on. I like then if our police not well trained, but we're giving teachers guns, that's not less.
At least they're intellectual and they're not meatheads.
How do you? Y'all being very stereotypical, yo. Let's move on. Should a U.S. president have full immunity for every decision he or she makes during the tenure in office? Well, that's what your boy Donald Trump is trying to argue.
I think
that's
yes.
not my boy.
Yes.
I don't like him either.
No, I'm joking. But like, so what do you think?
I think yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to be held accountable ever.
I don't think presidents should have to worry about being a president that they're gonna get in trouble after.
So what if he like?
What if it's immoral practices though? Like he's just straight up just.
What if he has someone like someone's running against him and he orders the National Guard to kill his run?
I mean, I think that's different.
That's full immunity though. He's during his tenure. So you open a Pandora's box that you will not be able to close if you allow this to go through. So there's people not thinking that deep. Oh, he's not going to do that. Again, we're going to go back to how humans are. Humans are flawed.
Taking out my peoples. Get them.
Let me give you an example.
Okay.
Let me give you an example. Like when Obama, he did drone strikes that killed civilian people. So should he be held accountable? Like he made a decision to do a drone strike on to protect our country. Blah blah. No. You know, he's doing a job.
It's to protect our country. No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But if so now
we're talking about things though, like immorally, like in the country, like stuff that like has nothing to do with
full immunity.
Full immunity. Like
there's some immunity depending on the circumstances, but full immunity where no matter what he does, because he's like president, you cannot charge him for anything.
By their vaginas and never be charged for it.
Oh, see, I thought it was more like a political.
No, that's what you hope to think. But when you got to understand how things are worded.
They're not going
to. If you want full immunity, that you could do whatever you want because you have that title of president, you cannot be charged.
So what did Trump do while he was in office?
What he's trying to argue that what did he like? Know what I think he's worried about is that him being accused of that insurrection. I'm telling you, there's a lot of evidence. I believe there's a lot of evidence that's gonna connecting to all this stuff. So he's trying to get this passed. He's trying to influence to get this passed. So I was president at the time, so I can get immunity.
Hey, guess what though? The whole Congress would love that to pass because then they'd make it for themselves too.
Yeah. You open up a Pandora's box. You can't do that because we as humans, again, are flawed.
And those guys,
we will use that to our advantage.
Some of them have been in power since like racism days.
Forever.
Some of these guys are like, if they could, they string up people on branches still. Like, you can't give them full immunity. They'll be doing it all over again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I figured you do. Yes, he should go there because he knows how. I don't. It's frustrating when people comment like that because I don't think people think that the office of the president is so easy to run. You got to make difficult decisions.
Yeah.
Do you honestly think that Obama did a drone strike just to kill people?
No, the bad people.
It's like, but that's what I'm saying. The bad people are putting innocent people. So because there's innocent people there, we're gonna allow them to kill us.
So wait. This goes back to the Israel.
Well, Israel is not trying to kill innocent Palestinian people.
But here's the thing:
I don't get in that.
But we're not sending our troops there to help them kill. We're helping them. We're financing different wars, and that's what we're trying not to do is have blood on our hands as far as physically. It's like help them because we can tell, all right, Israel, take our troops and we'll win this war quick.
Yeah.
But we're not doing that. But there's underlying things there's a lot of things that we don't know.
That's true.
That our government and country
it ain't
does.
Easy being the president.
But listen, like our country does that we shouldn't know that keeps us free where people are not attacking us on our soil.
I agree.
There's a lot of things, but you want to be because you want to be judged. You want to judge a president in the safety of your home. Why are you that safe? What is going on? You think it's just because you're just sitting there and we're just safe because we're Americans. Nah, there's a lot of shit going on underneath the scenes that you do not know is going on, that you should not know what's going on for you to have the safety, the entitlement that you have. And I think people have lost that and understand that. They think everything is just black and white. There's a lot of gray area. You think Obama says, I don't give a fuck about those people that's killing. You think that was an easy decision? It was not an easy decision.
No, I'm agreeing.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, do I have to kill innocent people to save the people in my country? I don't want to do it. It sucks. I got to be the man to make this decision.
I completely agree. But that's what I'm saying with the immunity thing, though. You shouldn't get in trouble for that. That's what I'm saying.
But if you allow it to have full immunity, you know how Trump is. He you pay attention to every little thing, and he can say, "Well, I have full immunity." It doesn't say when you have to make so and so. So it's full immunity where I could do whatever I want, and then that leads into dictatorship. You see them because I got full immunity. Someone run against me, I can order my army to kill them. I got full immunity. You can't charge me.
I mean, come on, that's not going to happen. That is a far stretch.
So you're gonna any human being. We love power. We love money. You're gonna depend on a human being to make a moral decision. We can't even make those moral decisions about money.
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to happen. Yes, we're flawed. I get it. That's not going to happen. Like, he's not going to order.
You got more faith in human beings than I do.
I wouldn't say no, because actually, if you watch, there's a whole thing on Netflix about like the things that people in like top of capitalism and stuff, like just people in high power that have emails talking about killing off other people, and like the government has this information and they're like, do what you must. Like, there's literally documentaries about this. Mm-hmm. So like, and there's documentaries that have showed that like certain hits have been put out there.
Really?
Yeah. What?
There's a lot. I'm telling you, it's so much.
You think Kennedy was a coincidence? Like,
hell yeah,
our government killed Kennedy.
But so exactly.
That's prime example. Why? And I think Kennedy is one of our greatest presidents. But he only served 2 years.
But all I'm saying is, like, if we think that, then what would make you not think that if the president had full immunity?
Yeah.
Homeboy's like, I'm coming in the second term.
Hell
and he's like, nah, you're not.
I'm not opening up that Pandora's box. You're like, no one is above the law. You got to, because you have to have certain things to control our human flaws. We can be very immoral when we get the 77 sins coming to money, power, pride, gulling, all this other stuff, where I'm not opening up that Pandora's box. You're saying would it happen until it happens. And I don't want that. I don't even want a chance for that to happen, because I don't trust human beings in general, because we're very flawed.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean,
we're
flawed.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to take a music break, and we're going to come back with our final thoughts. Hold on one second. When I'm ran my down, I just want to put.
I love when people take this show so seriously, because even though we talk serious topics, like
it's serious topics,
but like we're also lighthearted, because
like,
we're all friends here. But like some of the people in the comments,
listen,
I love when people comment.
No, but one lady, I remember one time it was like she was like boom, boom. Yeah. I was like, whoa. She is pissed.
Yeah. But this is what we do on a Frequency Live. We want to have these uncomfortable conversations, and we may disagree, but I'm telling you right now, us three are friends. They're like, we really, once we go on music break,
I just don't like to go out in public with them, y'all. Like, they keep fighting places, and I keep telling them no. They just
I think you need to. You need to, yo.
No, but real quick before we go on break, I do want to say too, like, I'm talking about like how we talk and stuff, like. You guys got to understand too, like the people watching and commenting, like we're talking about multiple subjects. Mm-hmm. So sometimes like the stuff we say is like short-sighted, or like it doesn't come out the right way.
Yeah.
Because like we don't have all the time to dissect it.
Yeah.
So I think that's why we find it funny. And like some people are heated. Because again, there's some people, like we've had shows where it's like back to back.
Yeah.
They're going in, and I'm like, whoa.
But that's like what we was talking about with our guest last week. Off air, where what we were talking about, like we need to have these uncomfortable conversations. There's too many people that's in their separate corners, and we're not talking to each
Yeah.
other.
Sure.
You know what I'm
Come
saying?
together.
It's okay for us to disagree. That's how our country was built. We come to we'll try to find. We're not going to get everything that we want, but we could
Yeah.
we could find a middle
Yeah.
ground where we can both live in peace and harmony and what this country is supposed to represent, how it's supposed to be represented.
Completely agree.
So this is what we're trying
Peaceful
to establish.
disagreement.
So, we are the Frequency L.I.V.E. We're leading into vibrational experiences. That's what live means. That's the acronym live means. So follow our lead. All right. So we're going to take a music break. We're going to come back with the final thoughts. Again, don't forget, we're launching a new app next week on WMB1 Radio, and also log on to WMB1.com to get any information about our radio station, our new streaming network, and all the shows that's on the station. So I'm going to play some 112, Love You Like It Did. We'll be right back. Y'all listen to the Frequency Live on WMB1 Radio.
Okay.
Yes, we are back. We are back. Y'all listen to the Frequency Live on WMB1 Radio. I am your host, B. Carter. I'm with
Double D.
And me.
Is this the end? I gotta know. I gotta know. I gotta know. Is this the end?
Yes, it's the end of another week of the Frequency Live on WMB1 Radio. It was a great show. What is our final thoughts of today?
I thought there was a lot of good topics. I love talking about the trending issues going on in our country and our state. So I thought it was cool.
What do you think, Jay Glock?
I'm tired.
She's tired. she was on she was going 10 to 5 to 10 to 5 today. He's exhausted. Huh? You're gonna sleep well tonight, huh?
No, I still got to take my sweet dream gummies.
Oh shoot.
They're just melatonin and plant derivatives. They're nothing.
Yo, shout out your business. I didn't even know you had this business. All right. I'm trying to help you out. Okay, all right. I'm trying to help you out. All right. All right. Oh, hold on. I got the wrong caption.
Sports products, I got them.
Oh shoot. Legal drug dealer. What you need?
So
what you need?
download the new app. Tell them, B.
Yeah, so we download the WMB. The new app is going to be launched tomorrow. So listen to the morning show, Mags in the Morning with J9 and B Mag, and they're going to be talking about it and downloading it. So download the new throughout the week. If you follow us on social media and on our outlets, we'll be posting it on our social media outlets. There's going to be streaming shows. You can watch us completely on this app and on the site, where you don't have to go to the app to just listen to the music. You do both. You listen to the conversations and the music on the app and watch us. So this is where you're going to go to watch us if you want to see our beautiful faces.
Complain that they got to download another app, because when the next game comes out, y'all run real quick to that app and waste your data in space for them stupid games.
All right. And we're going to be taking next week off next week, and then we're going to come back with a whole brand new show after that week, and we're going to have a special guest coming in, and that will be on, and we'll announce that throughout the weeks ahead. So I want to thank all our listeners. I want to thank all our watchers, and don't forget, download the new app this week that will be launching tomorrow. And don't forget to log on WMB1.com for any information about our show or the radio station itself. There's a lot happening in this year, so keep it locked, tap in. And so I'm going to end this show with a little soul for real, because we need soul in our lives for real.
All right.
This song is called Love You So. I want to thank all our listeners and watching us, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Have a good night.
Thank you.